Hello. All right, I'm here to tell you all about what Awaken is. And so, hopefully, just by watching this video, you're going to get a clear idea of the vibe. What is this journey going to be like? Is it fun? Is it scary? Yes, and yes. Okay. So, not necessarily scary, but scary for the little mind demons that might get caught up in you. So, this is what Awaken is. This is the third round, okay? So, I've done this program twice, and each time I've learned a lot. So, for this round, I'm bringing some more fire. I have so much clearer of a picture, and it's only going to get clearer and clearer. But anyway, this is my third time doing Awaken. And what this program is essentially a group coaching program built around the 13 ghost points. Okay, so we're going to unpack what all of that means and what that looks like and feels like for you joining the program. So, the 13 ghost points, first of all, are an ancient treatment protocol, right? They're acupuncture points, Chinese medicine. So these 13 points are places on the body that you would normally needle. And this is a very ancient protocol that was actually recorded in the 6th century by Sun Sin Miao, who's an incredibly famous doctor, acupuncture physician who is really an incredible man, right? He is responsible for the code of ethics of doctors, right? This is like one of the most brilliant people to ever exist, and a person of great service to humanity. So he compiled these 13 points and put them in a book, and this is how we use them today. But there's reference to these points being even older than that, going back to a mythological bird physician who gifted them to humanity, I believe, as a tool for liberation. Now, the way that they're normally talked about is as a depossession treatment. So this means that the idea being that there's entities that don't belong to you within you that we get rid of. Now, there's a lot of different ways of looking at that, but I think what's really important here is that the points are designed to detangle you on every level from anything that is not true to your core essential nature, to your spirit, to your light, to what is truly you. And there's levels to that game. There's layers to that, okay? Because when you're talking about separating out and stripping away all that is not true to the core essence of who you are, think about that. Think about how deep that can go, how deep that has the ability to go. So many people will only use these points with what they see as severe mental health issues, right? Somebody who's disconnected from reality. I've seen these points work miracles. Even people experiencing treatment-resistant, really intense bipolar, high highs, low lows, I've seen these points level people out, bring them back to themselves. It's absolutely incredible. Now, at the same time, we can use these points without our definition of mental health issues. And the reason for this is because I believe now, in this moment in time, I feel so passionate that we can bring forth more liberation and clarity in ourselves and in our communities. That baked in to the systems that we're in and the traumas from our life and from our lineage have imprisoned us and clouded us in many ways. And so it's not just about how well we can try to function in this society. No. It's about how do we become liberated? How do we let our spirit really shine and really do what it's here to do? That to me is true sanity, true health, true clarity. is being in that state of liberation. And so I believe we can all benefit from these 13 points. Now, the 13 points go in layers, okay? So the outermost layer is the first 3 points, and I will say that as a practitioner, my relationship to the points is going to be a factor in how deep we can go with them as a group. But what's cool about working in a group, and what I've learned, is that by doing it in a group, all of our energy together can actually get us a little bit farther. Okay, so what do I mean by this? I mean that when I give these points to an individual, usually the points can only go as deep in them as I've gone within myself. When I do it in a group, I've noticed that there's a little bit of an extra boost. We can go a little bit deeper than I've been able to go in myself. And therefore, I go even deeper, even more so than I would with another practitioner. But it's important for me, and I do receive from other practitioners and do this within myself, but I will say, and I go deeper each time in those experiences as well. But I'm telling you right now, the power of this group that's about to gather is going to take us even farther. And that is so freaking cool. So every single time we do this, it goes deeper, okay? Now, what does that mean? That means that there's layers, right? So the points have the potential to strip away literally everything that is not true to your spirit, to your essential nature. But what's probably going to happen is they're going to peel off a layer. They're going to peel off a certain layer of skin, a certain exoskeleton, so that you can rebirth, renewal into your next evolution, into where you're ready to step into next. That's going to look a little bit different depending on you and your journey. Now, the way this program works is that I've actually created recordings of the ghost points, some of which were recorded specifically for this group, and others that have been recorded in the past. And I do this so that you can receive the medicine on your own, in your own time, and even listen to these before bed, so that you're really letting this medicine like happen, like come into you in your most private space. And then what we do is we meet as a group. Now this round of Awaken, I've decided, is 2 months long. We're going to meet about 5 times, but I might add some calls depending. The point is we want to have these live group calls so that we can connect as a group powerfully together. If I want to channel the points again on those live calls, if it feels right, I will. Otherwise, we'll just use the time for group coaching. So we can learn from each other, we can integrate, we can talk about what we're releasing, we can set our intentions, we can, because really also what happens is when you're peeling away something that's not true to your spirit, the life you've set up was from that old patterning, and it's going to keep inviting you back into that. That's why it's so important to have an intentional container and a firm, loving coach like myself holding that container so that you can be held accountable to this new evolution of you, of this new truth that you're walking into. That's why that's so important. Now, this container, this round of Awaken also includes 3 private sessions. The combination of working privately and as a group, in my opinion, is the most powerful. So when we work privately, I get a real sense of where you're at, where you're going, what feels like it's in the way, what are these blocks we're looking at, and what is the medicine in walking that path and really transmuting that energy so that the whole experience is tailored not just to the group, but also to you. Just these 3 sessions by themselves can be a massive leap. Just that, honestly. Any one component of this program by itself is your money's worth, in my opinion, because it has the potential, if you do it and you show up for it and you're in it, it has the potential to change your entire life. All of the elements together, we're going to have fun. This is going to be incredible. Already in this group, we have people who are wanting to be of service to humanity. They're artists, they're healers, they're coaches, they're people who are really in this place of living a purposeful life. And yet there's a lot of struggles with imposter syndrome. There's this feeling of avoidance, of scarcity, of lack. What are some other things people are dealing with? Fear of being seen. That's a big one. And so if that resonates with you, you definitely belong in this group. If you're dealing with something a little bit slightly different, like, let's talk. Let me know what's going on. I'll let you know how it vibes. But really, I think what we're stepping into is realizing how much we care about collective liberation and seeing that as our own liberation. And really allowing our inherent nature and who we are underneath all the programming and the traumas, understanding that who we are underneath all of that is inherently valuable, inherently enough, always will be enough, and in and of itself embodies medicine that the world needs. And that when we open to that and really let that flow through us, we are being of service to ourselves, to others. We're able to actually experience joy and playfulness and inner peace. And we can feel that we're always gonna have enough. Like it's a true freedom. It's an embodiment of that we open the door to together. So this is an exciting program. Of course, I also am gonna have some journal prompts, some workbook stuff, but that is honestly optional. I really believe that this program is more of an awareness commitment than it is a time commitment. It's actually not that much of a time commitment. We're meeting 5 times, and then you and I alone will meet 3 times, but you actually have longer than that 2-month window to book all 3 of the one-on-one sessions. So this actually breathes really nicely in your life. And the recorded modules, some of them are going to be kind of when you want, and others are going to be, okay, the ghost points, listen to them. But listening to the ghost points recordings is something that you can do even as you go to bed at night. I say all this to say that what I want you to take seriously here is that you're committing to your transformation, and you're committing with like awareness. So many of the activities I give you are going to be about your relationship to your daily life as it's already unfolding. That you need to be able to catch yourself and wake up and have awareness so that things can start to shift. You're going to feel resistance to that. And we welcome that resistance and we love it because it is our portal to massive transformation, okay? But actual like physical time away from your life, it's really not that much, okay? So if you're starting to feel like, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough energy, I want you to really take a look at that. What is draining your time? What is draining your energy? Usually it's because something is out of alignment. And that could even just be stress. Stress. Oh, that's another big one. A lot of people are stressed. And also caught in codependency without even realizing it. So not necessarily in a romantic relationship, but just in the sense of like, I need to be here. I need to do this. Otherwise it's going to fall apart without me and nobody else is picking up the slack. Does that sound familiar? Burnout. Recipe for burnout. Okay, it doesn't have to be that way. This is coming in with a different vibration. It's a decluttering of the mind and spirit. And just in the same way that it feels like you don't have enough time, energy, or money to declutter your home, part of you knows the truth. Deep down, part of you knows that if you decluttered, you would have so much more time. You'd be able to find things easily. You'd buy less things. Oh, now you have more money. Oh, now you're less stressed. Things are more open, more spacious. You can breathe. So all of those voices inside of you that tell you there's not enough this, not enough that, they're gonna keep saying that And they're going to keep you in that pattern forever. If you don't say, hey, actually, you're not supposed to be driving. I'm going to go ahead and take the wheel. I'm going to go ahead and take the wheel. Peace exists within you. Safety exists within you. There is something deeper asking to come forward. And so if the idea of sweeping, of decluttering, of clearing the mind and the spirit and allowing for that truth and that spaciousness to shine through, if that is speaking to you, then Awaken is for you. And I'm excited to see you in this round. You'll see on the checkout page an early bird discount code, if it hasn't already expired by the time you're watching this video. I may or may not have an additional scholarship position available. I do have a couple. They are getting filled. But if you'd like to fill out a scholarship application, even if it ends up being for a future round, I want you to go ahead and message me and let me know that you'd like to see that. Otherwise, I want you to take a look at this investment and really approach it from a place of you in that power, in that calm, in that spaciousness. The you on the other side of that is going to have a different relationship to the not enough, the busyness. It flows back in. It flows. And so if you have some of these resistances popping up, but you think this is right for you, you can also book a call with me. Let's talk about it. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if this is a good fit for you. And it's totally natural for your subconscious to be simultaneously drawn to this and a little bit like, I don't know, scary. Or like, maybe it's just going to be another thing. I don't know. I want to help you. I want to coach you through that. So feel free to book a free clarity call with me, also linked on this page. So I look forward to speaking with you. And if you already know Awaken is for you, I'm so excited to see you inside. This is going to be a liberating journey. It's like getting your letter to Hogwarts. We are sweeping away the ugh. We're sweeping away the ugh. So the magic that you already know is there can be liberated. All right, so much love to you, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.